Welcome all you plus two comedy modifiers back to Blueprints. We join back with my live stream already in progress.
Really screwed up my chance to see the bookshop where I stuck that library, There's a rook in here. I dropped my controller. Sorry, everybody. Where's my pages on the chess? Rook in conservatory. So I have a rook. If I get all the chess pieces, I can then run downstairs and do things. Can I play this upright bass? There's only one place I could have. Okay. Look up. Ooh, pretty. Lots of plants. Blue plants. Oh, man, I think there's also something about the flowers that I'm not quite 100% understanding, I don't think. Can I water the plants? Okay. This is clearly the thing that's important. In the conservatory, you'll be able to permanently adjust the rarity and rates that determine how often certain floor plans are drawn. Rarity changes can be preset using the directory in this room. Okay. I would love it if the courtyard showed up all the time. I would like this to be commonplace. Floor plans are often classified as garden variety. Okay, it's just using like plant-based words. Not common enough to be a nuisance, and not rare enough to be elusive. So I would like to make this commonplace, or often classified as constantly as the weeds, the drafting pool. Their overabundance prevents other less common rooms from flourishing. All right, so I'd love this to be commonplace. Confirm. Oh, I can keep going. Okay, I'd like to make the storeroom a little bit rarer. Let's see, unusual. A term reserved for floor plans that are encountered on occasion, the infrequency of which may contribute to their apparent prestige. Flora and floor plans are seen as seldomly representing as few numbers. Without serious consideration efforts, many of these rare specimens may never be seen. I want to move this to standard because I'd like for this dead end to stop showing up as often. So I will go ahead and just do this as a standard room. And passageway is commonplace. I think I'm okay with that being commonplace. I'd love to be able to change its draft cost, but I'm okay with this being commonplace. I think that's what I want. All right. Now let's spend $1 because I shouldn't have picked up the money yet. All right, need something good here. All right, we have to go with the classroom because we have to continue down this path of knowing things. So this is going to give me an apple for some steps. Hey, does the classroom not have a chess piece in it at all? The 8 being an infinity is very strange. And again, I've gone through these pages and I'm pretty sure I understand that this is meant to kind of like spell out how the billiard room works. So, all right. I can redraw, I think, in here, which is important. Okay. If I go with the drafting room or I go with the kitchen, I'm doing okay on steps. I don't have a lot of money. But this will let me... I may need a redraw as well. So this kind of makes sense to me. But I think I'm just going to go with a redraw because I could get another classroom and do the same thing. So let's try. Okay, observatory I think is much better. I'm going to get a star. I'm going to get a lot of bonuses. I'm actually going to go with the observatory. Why does that move? I'm 18. I'm almost at 20, which is let me get these weird green rooms. Are like to contain special flowers. Yeah, there's something about the flowers I don't 100% understand yet. Oh, we're going to have a sale today. Everything's already half off. All right, interesting. Yay. I'm going to look at this with the magnifying glass because I think I said that last time. Where I was like, I feel like this is a rare thing that requires me to look at it with... Look at this little guy. Alright. Don't fuck this up! Courtroom. Yay! This worked out perfect. Draw the room's facing the wrong way. I need multiple exits. I have a shovel, so things are good. This room also, like, giveth very often. Like, there's often, like, a metal detector just chilling in here, so... I have no keys. I feel it. I feel the locked door coming. Before I get too far, because I feel the locked doors coming, I'm going to draft them now, but I think I am going to run back and run to the schoolhouse. Freaking knew it. I knew it was coming. Funeral parlor keeps me going. Nook does not. Yes, okay. Sweet. But before I get too far away, now that I have the shovel, I should take the time, spend the money. I'm going to run all the way back to the schoolhouse. I'm going to dig up a coin, and then I'm going to be very cross. But having two microchips, I think, is a big deal. Because I haven't seen the trading post since. But I know I can trade the microchips. And I think I know how to solve a puzzle in there that will increase my allowance, so... What an absolute waste. Absolute waste of time. Now, I know if I go down the elevator, I can attempt the chess puzzle. But this is the question I'm having. So behind me, that mountain range is where Featherfall is, I guess, because I think I can also look over Reddington if I somehow got the garage, which I'm not getting today. Could be next to impossible for me to get. Did that. All right, we're going this way. We're going this way. Yes. Out of money. What an absolute waste. It's the only way I can go. If this door is locked, I think it's game. The black box is false. Really? A false box contains the gems. Well, if that is true and that is false, that means that that this has the gems. The black box is true. Okay, so this is saying the black box is false, and this one's saying the black box is true. So if the black box is true, that means that a false box contains the gems, which means that they're in here, because that has to be false, because these are both true. If this is true, that means this is false, and this is false, which means that they have to be in a true box, which still means that they're in here. So they're in the blue box. We don't know which is which in terms of true boxes, but with either scenario, we know that gems must be in this room, in this box. Blue gems. Hey! I didn't know you could close the box again. I don't know why you would, but you can. Isn't that fun? All right, well, I officially learned a thing, so. Okay. Here's the thing. This is not a very good run. I've never been in the damn greenhouse. If I pick the greenhouse, I have to hope that there's a key in it, or the run is dead. How much? If I draft the greenhouse, there'll be dig spots, and I can dig for keys. I think I'm just tired of having never drafted this room. This is my opportunity to draft this damn room, so I think I might draft it. I'm just... Because all that I'm doing with the spare bedroom is kind of delaying. Like, because all I know that will be locked, and there will be no... Yeah, I think I have to do what's right, and I'll go to the greenhouse. Interesting. So clearly, all right. So the pump room is clearly allowing the water to drop out of here. Gem. Interesting. That was weird. So I'm guessing doing something with watering the plants more or less will have some sort of an effect. We gotta dig for a key. Key. Video games. Hold on, I'm gonna text. I gotta call my buddy Dave. I'm gonna text him and tell him to call me. Because I promised him that when I get this final music sheet, that I would call him. Because I think he's thinking that I'm going to flip out once I solve this. But the thing is, I already solved it, and I dug the thing up. So he's not going to get that joy. But he doesn't know that. So I'm going to just text him if he's available. Where is Dave in my phone? There we go. In the greenhouse, solved. Solve the music puzzle if you want to call me on stream. Okay. Because there's going to be a bold word here, right? The bold word here is going to be music. Trees found inside will never shade the gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid when gems nor coin to toss away. These sheets, yeah. So the message here is, where's the damn message? Because I worked this out already. My notebook is a mess, and I'm sorry that you guys have to hear this rain sound. I hope it's good ASMR for you. Here it is. Yeah. So you take the bold words on this, and it reads, first words on the sheets are our true message, which I already started to kind of be like, hey, I wonder if it's the first words on these sheets, which I've already written down. The first word on this sheet is trees, so it's find among the white trees under 2 stones, which I did last stream when I dug it up and I added, what was that? The conservatory to my draft pool. So he thinks, if he calls me, he thinks he's going to rub in my face like, haha, you have to find all the pages again. And I get to say to him, nuh-uh, I'm way smarter than that. You suck. So hopefully he calls me and we can have that moment on screen. Yep, and this requires the broken handle, which I was already kind of put that together as well. Oh, there's another dig spot. Another key. $1. Another gem. Wow, these just gems are growing out of the ground. Yeah, my guess is the amount of water coming in here affects the growth of the plants. Red pots are broken. Getting a really good shot at this area of the game, which I've been trying to look at for a while. There's that boat I talked about last stream. Wish I could just dig my way out of here, because I'm so curious about what that statue's about. And if I could look this way, there's got to be a way to access this part of the house. There just gotta be. There gotta be. All right. I got a text, but it wasn't him. So we're just waiting. We're just waiting on the possibility of him to call, and I can yell at him on stream. So that's what we're hoping for. Okay. So now we know what the greenhouse is. Man, all the red pots are broken. Not all of them. These are red. But a good number of them are broken, which I think is also telling. All right. Is there a door? Sorry, I thought I saw something, but I did not. All right, we're going back this way. Open air. A lot of good green rooms. Yes, I'll use the key. Multiple exits, please. Do I do the archives? Now, I have tons of gems. I just got a bunch of gems. I'm going to use this. Now, I have a theory that if I pull this down in the tomb, maybe I'll be able to get to this. But the fact that everything's kind of sectioned off makes me very sad and angry. All right, cool. I have a key card. That's good news. What about this way, though? This way is also open. I'm a little worried about step economy. So I'm thinking spare bedroom. I don't have any money. I was like, oh, if I get the secret passage, I can draft a store because everything's super on sale, but I don't have any money. But then again, I could be like, maybe I'll get the casino. I'm a little worried about step economy. I'm just going to do this. Does appear to be something over there. Let's information is key. Boop boop boop. Hell yeah, I want that damn drafting studio because I want to add something to my my drafting pool. So we're gonna go there. $2 or $3. All right. I wanted the steps. That's why I walked this way first. And it's locked. All right. No keys. Oh, freaking keys. Have anything of note in here? Here's today's date, Friday the 27th, right? According to this, the way through is in the middle. All right, it's in the middle both times, and then when you're facing the door, the right closest to the door is what gives you stuff. Okay, good. I've read through this already. Yes. Yes, I have. Okay. So it is 11:27. So I feel like that might be a thing that opens this up. 1 1 2 7. Enter. Nothing. Is this the drafting studio? Or is this the... Oh, that might be the stupid room I don't like. The one that explains how the paintings work. Not the office. I forget what it is. But, like, this has that board. It doesn't have a lot of doors. See, but that could be that thing. But that looks more like a whiteboard than like a drafting board. There's no stool. And there is a safe in that room. So maybe. Yeah, so maybe the information I need is there. Yeah, this lets me see what day 1 was, so 11/7. Stuff about apple trees. Lots of gates. There's like 3 ways to the apple tree, and then there's 2 gates in the back. That looks weird, right? I can't turn the page on this. And now I'm pretty sure I've tried 11:07, but we're going to try it again. Clear. 1 1 0 7. Pawn. I don't know if I ever noticed the pawn in here. What room is that? Conference room? Yeah, it's a conference room. I think. All right, let's get in the draft. So you'll be able to choose a brand new floor plan to permanently add to your draft pool. I can add the classroom? Then I don't have to do the schoolhouse ever again. Every time you dig in a room, unlock all doors. That's pretty fun. You are more likely to... Yeah, solarium, though. I think I might go with the solarium. So I can get these unusual and rare rooms more often. But no, I want to get through the damn classroom thing. I'm doing it. Yes. All right. So now I don't have to do the schoolhouse thing anymore. I just will always possibly have a classroom. Don't be locked. All right. We got to do the pantry so that the game will continue. Do I have a redraw? No, I don't. I guess because I have the greenhouse is why these plants are here. To be like, hey, you're going to draft more green rooms. It hasn't happened yet, but Bonana. Muns. Yeah, I figured that was going to be the end of the game. So I don't know what else to do at this point. We're gonna go. I guess we can go down the elevator just to do it. 'Cause that's locked. Yeah, I have no keys. Already dug in here. Exit through the observatory. Right? That was the only way I can go. Yeah, because that just leads back to the greenhouse. Okay. This is unfortunate. This was unfortunate. I didn't get any new items, right? No. Can't make any cool things. Shouldn't have wasted a freaking key on that box there. That was a huge mistake on my fault. I still think these stones are suspicious. I really want to know how to get through here. I thought I heard a noise besides me going. That's a joke. Trying to take in the sight, see if there's something going on when we go down. This is the thing about, yeah, this is... Archives sounds much more. Last week our crew was the first and only 2 pillars available. After a few days of clearing vines, mostly dirt, we uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited to entirely superficial, as every shaft we have surveyed has ended abruptly and promising path deeper into the mountain. It's blocked by tunnels tightly packed with rocks and debris. The site is either much older than we had first assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried. Okay. Part of me thinks that there should be something I can light down here. But yeah, so chess room wise, can I not look at my... Can I not look at the map right now? There we go. Sheesh. I don't know why that was so damn difficult. Conservatory has a rook, right? Is the thing we learned? Yeah, so... There we go. I don't have anything with a king or a queen in it, so this is not worth doing. Man, why is it so broken? Hit this with a sledgehammer, maybe. I just wanted to come down here and visit this area. There's another door here I don't know how to open. That looks like an antechamber door. Huh. Yeah, I'm not going to go through all this again. Though, it's very clear that this is being referenced in that other gear room. And this is the end of the road. Alrighty. Remember how I ended in the nursery and was like, I wonder if that'll do anything for me? Forgot all about that until this moment. Okay, let's go up and look the other way. Anything this way? Okay. Okay. Yeah, sometimes the end of these streams are just kind of me frustratingly running around. Totally frustrated by the fact that this is open and that there's nothing. This just tells me I need to move something. A complete manifest of all the evacuation equipment has been regularly checked and delivered to the upper branch. After tomorrow, the site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel along for long-term storage. It is unclear. This is not the call that we've been hoping for, but I do have to go. So, unfortunately, my friend did not call, and we cannot rub into his face, even though today was a bad day. But thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe right here to Plus 2 Comedy Gaming, and I'll see you all next time. Boop. I'm sorry. Boop.